All rise. And who gives this beautiful bride away?
We're going to get to that, but I have a few comments before we do.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know, I always have enjoyed marriages, and then they started involving my daughters, and it came a lot harder. But
Yes, sir.
Anyway, you know, the day has arrived, and there's been a lot of planning in the last 3 months. There have been a lot of things going on in the last year and a half, but to understand that God's planning has been for 20 plus years to bring us to this place today. And I just want to make a couple comments. Jer, I have so appreciated getting to know your heart. And you have, and I shared this last night, but you came up for Easter 2 years ago, and we sat down and ate a meal, and when I walked away from that, I was impressed with your sober-mindedness, your seriousness, and your commitment to Christ. And in fact, when my wife and I went to go to bed that night, I asked her, how old is that guy? Because I have a lot of daughters. And I want you to know that Hannah is a hard worker. She's diligent. She's committed to family, and she will sacrifice for family. She's been doing that for 20 plus years. And today, that just changes to where you get that blessing. And I believe God has called each one of you to each other today. And so what a joy it is to celebrate that. And so it is her mother and I would say our whole family, that surrender her and give her to be your wife.
Good. Jerry, would you take your wife's arm?
I love you so much.
As our bride and groom make their way up here, would you join us in song this afternoon as we sing Praise to the Lord?
Mighty the King of creation, oh my soul praise him, for he is thy health and salvation. All ye who hear, now to his temple draw near. Joy praises before him. Let the amen sound from his people again. Gladly for we adore him.
Thank you. What a great song. You may be seated. On the behalf of our bride and our groom, thank you today for being here and honoring them with your presence as they're joined today in holy matrimony. We know this is a Christian marriage. It's different. Because of your commitment to Christ, you're going to have a commitment to each other. Because of your desire to please the Lord, you're going to have a desire to please Him, and you'll desire to please each other. You know what I mean. I'm excited that this day has finally come, and here we are, just in those moments of premarital counseling and times with your family, but yet this moment's arrived where today you're going to be husband and wife. But before we give you that, I want to just give you a couple quick challenges. I won't be long, and some reminders. We talked about this back in Genesis 2:24, the leave, the cleave, and I added in the weave. The Bible said, therefore shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. We talked about that even before there was a mother-in-law and a father-in-law, God put this verse in the Bible. He knew the importance. And as your families are transitioning,